Zito controls when the show starts?
Oh, yeah.
No, Todd gives me the point. I just did that to cut Diggs off.
Well, I think 2 out of the 3 times I've been in here, you have decided to start it whenever you want.
I get a point.
I don't think the first time you didn't.
I usually get that point right there, and he goes, go.
Well, fucking go then.
When's usually, though? Not 2 points. That might have been the original.
No, I swear to God, I
he
stared at
wasn't on
Todd.
that
I think 1 out of 4 times I've given you the point.
Yeah.
And that was the one time where
We had that good conversation beforehand. And I was like, this is really good.
That's what it always is. It's always like,
almost there.
I've gotten a point before, you're saying.
Yeah, it's like my go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
Point works.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. I'm Todd McComas. I'm here with all my friends, Diggs, Nick Morado, Zito, Evan Foxy, Ty Schmidt, Boston Connor, and Pat McAfee.
Hello.
We are coming to you from the MyBookie.ag studio in Indianapolis, Indiana. Remember, it's not only important who you're betting on, it's equally as important who you're betting with.
Yep.
And MyBookie is the best place to place your bets. Go to MyBookie.ag and enter promo code Heartland to get a $1 match in your free play bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
And if you want to be nice to MyBookie and wait until after 7 p.m. to register, you can use the code Heartland25 and get an extra $25.
Oh.
Free play.
Tomorrow.
Space it out a little
Bad.
bit.
Tomorrow, 11:50 a.m., throwing cornholes onto a board.
Absolutely.
Make more than you miss.
Hammer the over.
Over. I can't stress this enough. People, we are not trying to fool you. We have been around Pat every day for a very long time now, and cornhole has always existed in this office. The over is a guarantee.
I mean, now, see, the good thing for my bookie is some people who might not listen to our shows just like to gamble watched last week's thing. And they're like, oh, yeah, he only got 17 or something like that, depending on how Foxy counted. It was either 17, 18, or 16.
Yeah, I missed one.
Somewhere in there. But I do feel very, very good about this particular. It's because this is actual cornhole, not what was last week. Whatever that circus game was, carnival game, that state fair game that Zito threw me into.
These are legitimate, certified boards and bags.
Yeah, we are giving you this insider trading information because we love you. We are the world.
Yes.
We are the children.
Trying to give you some money.
We are the ones that make a brighter day. So let's start living.
Yeah. That over 27 bet, too, pretty much a lock as well.
Yes.
I thought he was going to up the line after last week to like 30. To be honest, I thought he was going to up
I don't think they know.
I think they were going to up it to 30.
Yeah.
And turns out they did not do that.
Until Zito comes in here and lacquers the board and there wasn't so much goddamn lacquer on that thing.
I just enjoy that there are articles being written breaking down your throw
Sports Action Network
with the scientific. They're basically went to sports science on if you could get the over.
I love it.
I love it, too.
absolutely love it. The guy was like, he's going to get a bag off every 3 to 4 seconds. With that being said, I love that.
How do you feel about the 5 in a row, too? That's a big one. That's the one I want to hammer.
It might be the first 5.
Get on that as well, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel good about the
Out
5
of
in a row.
30 in the hole, he's going to get 5 in a row.
Well, it's 5 minutes worth of throwing.
Yeah.
So, like the basketball, I mean, I got 4 in a row twice. And the 4 in a row NBA shot, 5 in a row basketball shot, much less likely than the cornhole shot.
Agreed.
5th was down, too.
Rattled. The only thing that might fuck me up a little bit with the 5 in a row is I'm shooting 4 on one board and then 4 on another board. So I might catch a rhythm, boom, 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 boom. Then I have to stop, reset, and then the 5th one's over yonder.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a little bangerang situation.
But I could set it up, go 3 on this one, first 2 on the next one. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, that's not
much.
a rule, so yeah.
But the way we will be doing it is just like last week. We won't have Tom Phillips in a suit, thanks to him. SmackDown commentator Tom Phillips. Corey Graves will not be backing a car into me in the middle of this. I will be shooting 4 into one board. Somebody will run them back. I will step over to another board, shoot 4 into that board, 5 minutes straight, over under 23.5. Feel very good.
Some fucking money. Take my word on it. Take the over, and if I were you, I would also go for the 5 in a row. I want to know what happened to you, Ty. I saw you kind of hobble in. Did you do something strenuous last night?
Not really. I've gotten in a nice little, like I'll get home and go right downstairs and just kind of get in bed immediately. And I think I threw my back out in bed last night. Nick saw me walking up this morning to take a shower. My back hurts so goddamn bad. I have no idea what I did.
You're a 90-year-old, man.
I know.
You
I
are
know.
a 90-year-old.
It could be the change in weather because my knees
Yeah.
are starting
Ah,
to ache a little
yeah.
bit too. So,
No.
Old man in so many ways.
It's just-
you make me feel young, actually.
well, I mean, it's not great because my posture's dog shit. I know that. I sit terrible.
Just have the tiger surgery.
Fusion.
Spinal
Have a little
fusion.
spinal fusion.
How old are you?
27.
This is so bad.
It
This is so bad.
I don't know. I was
Wait
that
till you're
old at that
47.
age.
I was that old at that age.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 47 to be honest with you. So
There's no chance.
yeah, it is.
The rain does do it too.
I think it
I almost
does.
wore a sling on Monday. My shoulder. I swear. I told them Sunday at like noon. I was like, "Oh shit, it's gonna rain tomorrow. My fucking shoulder's falling off." I swear.
Have you had surgery on your shoulder?
Nah, I need to get them both done too. So that's like that's
not
9
pleasant.
months of this. So I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but normally the surgery is what has you feeling the weather.
Yeah, it's the piece of metal in my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, then I got something. I think I got a parasite in
'Cause
my
it gets
back.
rusty.
Because I feel the weather coming. I swear.
Parasite.
You might have fibromyalgia.
The old Fabro.
No, that's it's my accent. I can say fibromyalgia if I wanted
fibro.
to.
Oh,
Yeah,
Zito's got gout.
the king's disease.
So you wearing socks today, Zito?
No comment.
God,
Unbelievable.
Zito, what,
we've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it.
this is from a 1.0 all the way into the 2.0 problem now.
But we did say we didn't like new Zito, so he has fully retro.
So I just don't know which way to go anymore. I like new, old. I don't know what you guys want from me.
Well, we want socks. I can tell you that.
right, so
yeah. Let's
I'll
make
make
the
sure
Old
socks
Zito with
a
socks.
priority.
He's
Hold
probably
on.
the perfect Zito.
We wanted old Zito to have socks on.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
That's
so
the perfect
no,
situation.
Old
That was
Zito
the-
with socks.
old Zito was hardworking. Old Zito with socks.
Skinny Fortnite Zito sucked.
He was tough to handle, wasn't he?
He was all over the place.
But he's not doing anything for anybody
no,
else
no.
but himself there for that
I
month.
know.
He completely forgot.
So I do have a question.
Okay.
So with the socks on, I can't work as hard. I just get sweaty.
Fuck does that mean?
You get sweaty from socks.
Yes. So I think we should just pick up the Steve Jobs method and just go no shoes, no socks in the building at all times.
Well, we shouldn't do that because I busted that glass on the table.
Exploded.
It exploded. You know that football helmet in between the seats for quick hits with Diggs?
Oh yeah.
We all knew it was going to happen at some point. Last night, Fox
You
and I...
broke my helmet?
Yeah, gone. It didn't just break it, by the way. I shoot for Foxy and I are playing pig to close out the day, waiting for something, and then it bounces straight off the rim, and just like a heat-seeking missile, it takes one hop off like the foul line, and it comes dropping in like a sweet spot, hits the top of that helmet. Explodes. That thing exploded.
I was literally wondering why Yins had the broom out. I was trying to figure that out.
We had to brush all the way back near the goddamn hoop. The thing exploded like an IED, like shrapnel flying everywhere.
A full explosion in our office happened, and Connor and Zito didn't even notice because they were playing Fortnite.
Fortnite. They had no idea. They're like streaming up there. Like, oh, you like my new face without the beard? And me and Foxy are just like shoveling just glass all over the place. So what I would say, by the way, this is keep your shoes on for the next day or two. There could be shrapes
It was
anywhere.
neon. It's a neon light.
Yeah.
So I always wondered because you see in movies when they blow up, it's like fantastic looking. So it's really like that in real
Oh
life.
yeah.
Is there liquid in it?
Oh yeah, neon liquid. Yep, that's what makes it shine.
Is it not?
I didn't see any liquid. I saw a bunch of fucking
I
glass
think it's in the
everywhere.
glass. Yeah, for sure.
Everywhere. And I learned a lot about Foxy yesterday.
Oh, come
Yeah?
on.
Foxy.
I was sweeping it up. He goes, "Have you ever fucking sweep before?" And I go, "Yeah, Pat, I'm sweeping right now. I used to sweep all the time." He goes, "No, give me the goddamn broom." And then
He was doing it in front of
Hey.
him. He was doing it in front of him.
So that's a
Just pushing it in front of you.
that's a good. When I was either roofing or landscaping and I didn't want to do something, I would just pretend like I didn't know how to do it, and then the
Yeah.
guy above me would be like, "Just let me fucking do
It's
it."
not a bad system.
I think that's what Foxy did. I think that's well, and also it was my fault the thing was busted. So at the beginning, I felt bad that the little scooper thing was my job, and he was. And then I was watching him do it. I'm like, give me the fucking broom.
What was he doing? The shoveling the snow technique?
It was.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad. We have a bad broom though. That is a bad broom.
Terrible broom.
It's a bad broom.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to pick up little pieces of neon glass.
And that's why there's still glass out there right
It's
now.
not the broom; it's the Native American. So let's not,
I don't know. That's a Cinderella broom over there. It's one of those old yellow
It's old
ones.
school.
it's
You
not
need
the
one of the push
Cinderella
ones.
broom. It's one of the three witches.
Yeah, it's like a witch's broom. That's a good way to describe
Hocus
it.
pocus.
But don't the witches ride their brooms, so they should be beat up
No.
anyways?
Cinderella had 3 witches sisters.
I thought they were evil stepsisters.
I think we're mixing fairy tales together.
That's that Halloween movie.
Yeah,
Halloween
Hocus
Town.
pocus.
No.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
yeah.
Pocus is what I think.
Well,
you're
like
talking
my
about.
favorite animated movie, Shrek. They mixed them all together.
That's true.
So
Better than Toy Story?
It's good science.
yeah.
Whoa.
My lady and I were having a conversation last night. It's going to spur into something I want to ask you guys
Oh,
about.
love that. Can't wait.
Donkey.
But we started talking about pet peeves.
Oh, yeah.
She said something, and she used pet peeve in a sentence or whatever. And I was like, well, what's your biggest pet peeve? What's your number one pet peeve? And she says out loud, in front of another person who's me, she said, probably all those mass shootings you see all the time in the news. And I was like, I don't think you understand what pet peeve is.
That's not a pet peeve.
That's more like a force of evil. It's more like proof that demons
You know
actually
what my biggest pet peeve is?
roam the
Cancer.
earth. Yeah,
Pet peeve.
I know.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
Terrorists are mine.
Yeah. So I had to explain to her what a pet peeve was. So and my biggest pet peeve, I told her, I think, is close talking.
Yeah.
Like I don't like when somebody gets in my space and starts talking to me like that. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. And then the other, probably the next biggest one is when oh fuck, I just had brain for it.
Eating with your mouth open and
That's your
slurping.
biggest?
Get away from. I grew up. My
I knew
dad
that was yours.
is a barn animal when he eats, and I was forced to listen to it my entire life. And I can't do in here. If somebody's even taking a drink and they're near the microphone, I have to throw my headphones off because it's something from the tip of my toes through my grundle all the way to my brain where I just get sick, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it because the only thing that separates us from barn animals is the ability to chew with our mouths closed, and that is something I truly believe.
That's mine too.
I can't do it.
It makes
Foxy.
the hair on the back of my neck
I'll
stand
eat an
up.
apple in here, and I'll be by you, and I'm like, oh, I got to take a couple steps away. Otherwise
Yeah,
that's gonna slap me.
it's one of those things that legitimately pisses me off. I don't know why.
I
It's
have the
childhood
same
trauma,
feeling.
it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well,
You probably had a
Even-
family member that used to chew with their mouth open and used to torture you.
Even loud, closed mouth chewing kills me. I hate it.
well, yeah. I just don't enjoy listening to people digest their food. And
Yeah.
the slurp too.
Yep.
Like, yo, just wait for it to fucking cool down. Then,
Like
you
a
know?
big
Like-
cereal slurp. Did you ever? My
or a
brother.
soup and coffee. My
man.
dad, my dad, his mouth is so loud when it does everything.
What was the worst food?
Everything. Cereal was bad too because now you got the slurp and the chomp.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's you want to get the milk out and then, and I'm like, I gotta leave. I'm leaving the house. I'm running away.
Oh, and then maybe the spoon hits the teeth too. You can hear it.
I hate that sound.
I have a chronic runny nose, so it's tough. Okay. Gotta breathe.
I can't breathe through my nose either.
That feeling
Yeah,
you
I
get
have
from your
trouble.
toes through your grundle up, I get that when people are filing their nails. That's the worst sound.
Worst
of all
eater,
time.
I think, in history, Lewis Black.
Oh, really?
He was on Comedians in Cars having coffee with Jerry Seinfeld, and they ordered breakfast. And he was on camera on a show eating, and food is falling out of his mouth, and he talks with food showing in his mouth. It was so funny because Seinfeld was just fucking disgusted. But I'm like, you've seen people like that in public. It will make me leave a restaurant. If you're within eye shot of me and you eat that way, I'm fucking leaving.
I don't. I can see it. I don't care about see it. It's just if I hear it happening, I've gotten up and left restaurant. I have left restaurants before because of it, and I know that makes me soft or a little bit of a bitch. But that's literally, I think, it in my life. That is the only thing that gets me. I can't do it.
My biggest pet peeve is people who think you will actually stick to the drunk plans that you made the night before. You know what? Check that. My biggest pet peeve is people who think I will stick to any plans that I make anytime.
Accountability.
I reserve the right to cancel my plans at any time. They're my plans. Go fuck yourself. I don't want to hear anything about it.
This is a big divisive thing between Diggs and I because I'm very much, if you say it, do it.
Yeah.
Very much so. And he is not.
I'm a big, if you say it, words don't mean dick.
The drunk words
All right, good
too.
to know.
I like the drunk
Hey,
commitments.
actions speak louder than words. Okay?
Exactly. So when you make those
And my
drunk
words
plans,
are very quiet.
you get to, you know,
I bought a
you
house.
get excited about
I bought
it.
a house when I was 21. drunk.
I would have been to 37 different countries right now if I would have stuck to the words that I said when I was drunk.
People don't commit to things like they used to, which is good. We have a way out. Like, that's how, I guarantee you, that's how 90% of duels happen. Was two guys drunk in a pub, they get into it, and they make an agreement to have a duel the next day. Then they wake up, and they're like, oh, fine, we live in a world where honors everything. Now I'm going to have to go out there and fucking Shoot this guy.
I don't know why. I don't know why you said it either. That guy's undefeated. You were really feeling yourself.
I'll fucking do him.
Do you remember what you said last night? I think this is our last morning together. That's a wild.
Hear him yelling from the street. You better get out there, man.
You had to do it.
He's
They
waiting
put-
for you
They
now.
put you in the stocks.
This is your fault. I told you not to do it. I was right. You were adamant about it. Got to run away. Go to another town.
I have a pet peeve of I tend to come in here somewhat early. We get here early before the shows and just get set up and whatnot. I'm trying to like look through the internet, see what's going on for the day. And then, all of a sudden you just hear boom, 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 some asshole bouncing a basketball over there while you're trying to read, and you look over and it's fucking Foxy every single time
morning, man.
at like 8:30 in the morning shooting basketball.
Hey, you want to know one of my other pet peeves?
Oh boy.
Hello?
Blue Cross Blue Shield has rates reach all-time highs. We have solutions on major medical plans.
I don't give a fuck. Take me off of your list. That's one of my newest pet peeves.
Perfect timing.
I'm so sorry. This has been happening to me. I've been getting onslaught by these goddamn.
I get that one, the exact one, 3 times a day.
Oh,
I get
sorry.
to say I get one like 5 times a day. It's like you haven't paid your credit card bill in 6 months.
By the way, that's not you being put on
might
a
be a
list.
real one.
Yeah. Sorry, Nick. I
No,
couldn't
it's
take
fine.
that.
Ty, what's your biggest pet peeve?
I think, and it's much worse in Indiana than anywhere else I've ever been. It's people driving in the left lane.
Oh.
It just I don't have that bad of road rage, but like when these fucking people, when you're on the highway and people are going like 45 in the left lane, like it's enough for me to just drive my car off a bridge.
And you're the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the bad guy that's like beeping at him.
Yep.
Like, hey, and then if you pass him on the right side, you're getting flipped off somehow.
Well, that's what I
love
typically think
that
is
move.
like, hey, you think this fucking asshole realizes when he's got 4 people passing him in the right lane, then maybe he should get his shit box over to the right lane. But they never do. So
I'm starting to learn I have more pet peeves than I thought.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's so many. Another one I have real quick before I go to you, Connor, is that you ever have one of those people, they're like, hey, did I tell you the story about what Jack did at the bar last week? And you're like, yeah, you told me it was a funny story. And they go ahead and retell it to you.
Oh, that is the worst.
Those people are the worst people on the planet.
It's a big office life thing. A lot of office people do that.
Well, drunk people too. Whenever somebody gets into the replay cycle of their brain, that's when it gets tough. I listened to an owner of a team give a speech that was 10 minutes long, but it ended up being 50 minutes long because we put that thing on repeat 5 times, and it was quite a situation. It was very uncomfortable, but he has $1 billion. So
Just gotta let him get through it.
got to sit there and take it.
Foxy wasn't my major. My major number one is wobbly tables in a bar or restaurant.
It's a real issue.
Splenda can do the fixer.
I know, but
Yeah.
like I feel like you shouldn't have to do that.
They
And
should
it
do it
never
for
gets
you.
it right. Like it fixes it, but it's never truly fixed.
I
It's just
know.
it's a good workaround.
How come the restaurants, when they see us fixing it, like if somebody walks into my house and just starts fixing my table,
Right.
I'm probably gonna be like, "Yo, I should probably do this."
Yeah.
You know, restaurants they will go get you more Splenda if you want to fix one. Of
Oh
those.
yeah, here's some napkins, here's some sugar packets.
Oh, hey, if that try this what's the thing you put on the table?
Coaster?
Oh, try this coaster instead. It's a little bit more sturdy. We found out when other people are fixing our tables before. Like I can't fucking handle that. Yeah, you're 100% right with that.
Why do they not go test all the tables first thing in the morning or at the end of the night before they
Well, they
close?
have
Hey,
to-
will you go around and check all the tables?
They have
make
to
sure
hire a
no-
new position, the old table tester.
it's-
They have
John
to
Taffer,
benefits.
John Taffer wouldn't have a show if they did that.
That's true.
a
That's
lot
true.
of bad people run bad businesses.
Absolutely. Boston Connor, what's your number one Pepsi?
I don't know if I'm old enough to have a lot of pet peeves because I couldn't really think of one.
Nothing that
I
annoys
developed
you?
them at
Without
12
this
years old.
beer, yeah, well, a little different. I had a couple, but I think the last one that I thought that really pissed me off. I hate being in a restaurant and seeing people who've been done for like 2 hours still just sitting at their table drinking water.
Stealing money from that waiter.
Stealing, especially from the waitress perspective, because you got to think that's those are your tips right there.
yeah.
Just taking all your water, and that really pisses me off. It grinds my gears.
And on the flip side, I don't like when I'm not finished with a place and the server's coming forcing me out, basically.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
shoving the check.
Yep.
And then,
Yeah.
hey, let me finish my goddamn eggs here, okay? I'll get out of here. I understand you got a business. I was probably going to tip you more than the next 3 tables. But now that we haven't, we'll go classic 10% tip here for you, and let's go have a fucking day.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's the best move I've ever had done onto me by a server. I was in a restaurant, and then after we were done, she was like, "Hey, do you want some dessert?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm kind of full. I don't think so." And she goes, "Well, I'll make you a deal. I'm going to bring you out a piece of this da-da-da-da-da-da. It's our specialty. If you don't like it, it's free." And I was like, well, yeah, I'll try it, right? Boom. I will love that place forever. She put just that much little extra effort into making sure I enjoyed my night. And let me try just a little forkful of this pie. And I'm like, that is a good fucking move.
Todd, I don't want to make fun of you for being an Indiana guy, but that in an actual city is what we like to call a hustle.
Classic upsell, bro.
You just got hustled into a $3.50 piece of pie that you did not want, but you enjoyed.
But made me feel warm and fuzzy. And then she upcharged me. She upcharged me, so it worked for her boss too, right?
So it was a win-win.
Brilliant move.
Yeah, some hustles are good.
Yeah, you're a sucker.
Yeah, I'm a sucker.
That's what people would say.
Well, anything that's free. Free food, I mean.
It wasn't free, though, because he liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
In the beginning, it was free, though.
It was never
until
free.
the first bite.
He should have ate the
No
way
way.
he
He should have
does
hated
this-
it, too.
Her confidence, there's no way it was going to be free.
Have any of you
I
guys
didn't know that, though. In my brain, I'm like, oh, I might
You're a
get some free
softy, too,
piece of
for
pie.
a sweet tooth.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you
have,
go
have
do.
any of you guys got backdoored into like
Huh?
saying it's your birthday and
Oh,
you know
yeah.
getting like the? I remember me and my buddies my freshman year of college were at Rainforest Cafe and they had like this
cafe.
this big fucking like chocolate cake that has like sparks coming out of it and everything.
Really?
Yeah, and we said it was one of my buddy's birthday. They didn't ask for like an ID or anything like that, so we just assumed it was free. It was like a $75 cake that they ended up sniffing us with. So
Texas Roadhouse. Bring the saddle
love
out.
it.
Bring the lights in.
Yep.
I love it. I don't think I've ever been there without saying it's somebody's birthday. I'm always the asshole, too. Let's get a big Texas. Yeah!
I have crippling secondhand embarrassment, so I will never do that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I get embarrassed for that's called tact, I believe.
What's that?
When you get embarrassed for people.
Oh,
I do that as well, but if I'm,
Empathy.
well, that's another
Yeah,
word.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Yep.
that's it. I don't have that.
Empathy is when you feel bad, right?
Yeah, it's more like when you feel bad for a person.
I think it's called tact is when you get embarrassed for somebody. Happens a lot. But whenever that Texas Roadhouse saddle comes out and all the goddamn waiters are coming over and they take the light and they point it on somebody and you're a part of that situation, I don't get embarrassed at all. I love it. I'm screaming as loud as I can. Normally it's Sally McAfee like, fuck you. It's not my birthday. And she's even telling the waiter, we were here 2 weeks ago. It was not my fucking birthday both times. Sally, get your fucking ass on the saddle. I love it.
But a good server is a gem. I just love when I have a great server. Like you look like a person that might like chocolate peanut butter pie.
Like fuck
Well,
you.
how did you know that? It's that giant fucking gut under your chest. Yeah,
That's the
good
badge
guess.
too, sir. I saw the badge on you there. I could assume that you like donuts or something.
Zito, what's your pet peeve?
When people rub carpet, that noise it makes when you clean it, I hate that noise.
Can't touch cotton
Maybe
either.
if you wore socks, they wouldn't have to clean the carpet.
You mean like the static sound?
Yeah, hate it.
You know the little cotton balls that are inside of pill containers?
Oh, that does it too.
I can't touch them.
Yeah.
I can't touch it. I get like my whole body gets the chills and I get my nipples get hard. I almost puke.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I can't feel it.
You have extra sensitive hearing. That's why.
Well, it's the touch though. That one is a touch, and it might be because of the sound.
Yeah,
dog
because
whistle.
you can actually feel it because you have such a
dog
high
whistle.
sense of sound.
We're
That's what
elite
they
humans.
say.
We're elite humans.
Me and you, Zito. Let's go. I'm learning I have a lot of pet peeves, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
As we just go around the room here.
Yeah. A lot of things fucking bother us.
I
How
googled
about
pet
you, Evan?
peeves like just to
Mine
see
was the
like a list.
All of them. You hit.
Oh, there's 75. I was like, yeah, pretty much.
That's the reason they made the list.
Was mass shootings on that list?
Craziest thing I've ever heard.
My pet peeve was also the food one. That's my number one. But another one is when you go to a restaurant and you see like, and this might just be me, but like you see 3 people at like a 6 top and you have 6 people.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the worst. It's like, come on, guys.
Sam and I will sit at a 4 table.
I
by
know. There's
ourselves.
really nothing you can do though, because sometimes
We
you
sit
just
on the
show
same
up.
side too. People hate it.
Yeah, that's me.
We like to judge the world together. I don't understand why people are so against to sit on the same side thing.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like the people watch.
Yeah, Sam and I will sit there and we will just judge the world together, and then everybody's like, we'll get mentions or messages like, you guys sit on the same time. What a douche couple! It's like, wait till we see your fucking ass. You see what we say about you. But I can understand why people would hate us sitting at that 4 table, though. Like when somebody's waiting to get in and there's 4.
Should have got there earlier.
I don't think 2 for a 4 is that bad.
No.
There ain't a lot of 2-tops out there.
I don't think 2 tops should be a thing.
They should not,
Yeah,
because it's like New York. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm in Indiana. We're not in New York. I don't need to
Yeah.
be sitting here in this little corner spot here. Yeah, I agree. I
I don't
like
want you to have to remove an item for me to sit down a new one. You know what I mean? I need table space. Spread my shit out.
I agree. Go to Hibachi, though. Always say there's 8 of you.
You always do that.
Always say there's 8 of you.
See,
See, you have to, so you
it's-
don't get stuck with some fuck boy.
Normally, though, if it's a popular hibachi place, they won't sit you until your entire fucking party's there.
Oh, they're on their way. They're on their way.
Yeah.
They're on their way.
I always say that too. No, sir, not till they're here.
All you need is 4, though. You need half the party there. And then just, we'll order for them. And then you just get to the point where you don't. And then you just keep it moving. Can't save the table. It's a good move. I respect it.
There's a restaurant that I love, not too far from me, and they won't seat you like we go there for brunch, but they won't seat you if you say you have a party of 4 and 3 of you are there. They still won't seat
Oh,
you.
yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck does
Where?
it matter? Because
In Russia?
there's no 3-top, you know what I mean? Where you're going to have to give us a 4-top anyway.
Yeah, I hate that. Tim McAfee and Sally McAfee have to deal with that every weekend because we do brunch every weekend and they're the first ones there.
Yeah.
So they always get the table. And as soon as somebody says, we can't sit you until your entire party's here, my dad goes, my son ain't going to show up until fucking 10 minutes late. So what I got to do, just sit here?
A lot of the big pet peeves were about people showing up late. So that might be your parents. One of them.
Yeah, not mine, Bob. You I get it. You probably had something going on. You remember in high school, people used to tell me they were at my house before they even left their own house.
Oh,
to pick
boy,
me up.
was that a big one. Hey, man, I'll come get you in 15 minutes.
2 hours later.
You got it, man. I was normally just like sleeping. I was normally asleep no matter what was happening. They would text, we're outside, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I wouldn't even look outside. Then I would have to hop in the shower, get dressed, and then I go, and they're not there yet. I'm like, you got motherfuckers aren't here. Did you leave? Like, no, we're like 10 minutes out. I'm like, you bitches, you're late. No, it's good.
We learned.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
took a while, but we learned.
By the way, that's how you adapt
Yeah.
and overcome
Absolutely.
to an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I was the asshole in a situation. I very much understand that.
We're talking about pet peeves. We're talking about customer service. How do you feel about this? Detroit Tigers ballpark worker charged after a video showed him spitting on a customer's pizza.
Detroit, man. That's why Gronk didn't want to go.
It was so gross. It was so gross.
There's nothing good
That
in
video
Michigan
was
right now.
bad.
There's nothing. I'm serious. All the Detroit teams stink. Michigan State, you get it, and U of M stinks.
Let's just all understand, though, that we've all probably had food that's been spit in.
Yeah.
Sure.
I assume me much more than others. And I'm just at the point now where I'm like, hey, immune system, do your thing there, bub. Go ahead and beat this AIDS-having pizza maker in Detroit.
He posted the video himself.
He posted the video.
No, I thought his coworker did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his coworker filmed him to get him in trouble. He's like, this guy's fucking disgusting. Let's get him fired. Showed it to the boss.
yeah.
The boss is like, hey, mind your own business. Go home early. And fucking didn't do anything about it. So this kid put on his IG account just to fucking.
Dude, it was so gross.
Have you guys ever had a hot and
didn't
ready
see it.
pizza that's a Little Caesars hot and ready?
Oh, yeah.
Out of all pizzas, it's the worst pizza you can ever have. It's
Really?
a staple in Michigan.
I don't want to watch this guy spitting in the food. by the way.
Oh, I almost threw up.
Oh, it's
You
so
remember
bad.
back, there was this bar video where the guy was stirring drinks with his dick. Do you remember that video came out?
I think I'd rather have that.
Oh, my God.
Dick drink or
I
spit
said it.
pizza?
I said it.
Huh?
I think the outside of someone's skin is cleaner than them fucking spitting on my pizza.
What if
was such a-
that part of their skin's their dick, though?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's bad.
you're saying
Let's
all
get into
skin's
it.
not created equal?
Yeah,
I mean, the alcohol.
Yeah.
The alcohol
does.
would kill some things.
I just don't know. I
Sanitize and all.
don't know what I would rather.
And this video was like, I'm like, how do you even work up that much saliva? He was like a
Dude, it
fucking
was-
camel, just fucking shaking it off in your pizza. I'm like, guys, I didn't
No,
even do
in fairness, maybe this pizza was for himself, and maybe that's the way he likes it.
Oh, those special sauce. I like
Just a little bit of his own flavor.
Love putting my own spit and semen in my pizza. Just kind of put me back in me.
But like, if you're making dick drinks, like if you're working there, all employees must wash hands. All employees must wash their dick if they're going to be stirring the drinks.
Of course, it's a utensil at this point. Yeah, you're 100% right. That guy would definitely keep it cleansed. He wouldn't be an asshole.
we need your dick. Or you just don't use the same dick over and over. You call over a new dick. To stir the
At
drink.
the bar, though, you're literally watching the guy.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
And the people that order and then just don't watch, Very wild move. Even if I'm ordering 100 shots, I'm watching that happen. Strictly because normally they're giving me half shots.
Yeah, the one time you made a lady pour out each individual shot by being measured by one shot glass, pouring it into another.
Yeah, they were charging me for a full shot for each one of them, and then they were giving me little quarter shots. Like, I wouldn't notice. Like, hey, lady, I didn't pay for 33 shots. I paid for 100 shots, and I would like 100% of the alcohol here. And then, obviously, I'm the asshole. I'm the bad guy. And then it wasn't just me. It was the owner as well. The owner and I both did it together.
Nice.
Well,
We came to an agreement.
Yeah,
That was fair. But people don't watch their drink being made. It's crazy. Anything can happen.
I
Guys can
agree.
put dicks in there. Guys can put pills in there.
When it's at a very, very busy bar, I don't watch because, they don't have time to do anything bad to it. And
That's where the guy was actually putting his dick
There's a
in
lot
the-
of eyes. He's got a magical dick then. Salute to him.
He was just pulling it out and then putting her back in.
But, if I'm ordering, a craft cocktail, I always watch. Because, one day, maybe I want to make that cocktail at my house.
Sometimes I'll watch them because, depending on the drink, if you order a Vegas bomb at some places, and I watch because I'm like, wait, you don't really know how to make that, do you?
Oh, yeah,
And
you
you have
know.
to correct them. No, it's
You
this,
know if
this,
it's going to be terrible or not
Yeah.
by watching them make it.
I like how we just walked past. We called it a cocktail, and no one said anything about it.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Zito.
Maybe you should have, Zito.
No, Zito did. He did. He just did right there.
Good job, buddy.
Good way. Hey, Zito. You and me, elite brains.
I know.
Zito, what happened at the Cubs game? Tough weekend for baseball. People spitting in pizzas, people just brawling in the stands.
That was a racist act, and a lot of things happened there. There was a lot
What
of
happened?
calling
It
names.
was a brawl.
Really? I saw Big Cat pushing that we don't fight in bleachers.
Yeah, the guy who
That guy was hilarious.
There
He
was a
saved the
guy
video.
yelling, "Stop fighting!" It was hysterical.
Sometimes people fight, but there's more fighting there. There's signs.
The crowd fights, by the way, are always so magical.
Yeah.
Two terrible fighters normally throwing it down at each other, very intoxicated.
Someone usually slips on the bleacher, falls, trying to.
And they're always you're at a pretty good
High
little
man.
downgrade
Yeah.
or whatever. There's high man loses normally, huh? Is that what you're saying? Or high man
No.
wins?
High man
He
wins.
has the high ground.
Yeah.
Bleacher fighting is definitely something you need to practice. It's different. It's like trying to fight on ice while skating. Like
Correct.
hockey player is going to beat the fuck out of somebody that's
Yeah.
never fought on ice before.
Well, amen.
Bleacher fighting, same thing.
It's so narrow.
Didn't that guy grab the gooch the other night? The
Yeah.
old man
That's
grabbed
how
the
the
gooch?
Browns
that was
game,
so
yeah, the
fucking
Browns.
funny.
Great play.
Yeah.
Great play. He probably got a little thumb up the butt there, too. He came in there real strong.
He was an old guy, too. He
Yeah.
knew the only way he was stopping anything was grabbing dicks.
Then he turned around, by the way, very proud of it. I knew that
Yeah.
would stop him. I've been telling everybody down here, you punch him in the fucking taint, it's over.
It's wild.
Wild move.
Fighting in the stands is complicated and confusing. But getting into the stands
oh, no.
is pretty easy.
Amen.
Because there's a simpler way to buy tickets with SeatGeek. Because SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to buy tickets to every type of live event, whether you're catching your favorite musician on tour, shopping for the perfect gift, searching for a last-minute deal to see your favorite team, or want to get to a brawl. SeatGeek helps you find the best seats, the best prices, fully guaranteed. Nothing beats being there in person for the biggest place of the year, and SeatGeek will get you closer to the action for great value. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone. I think we all have it here by now.
Obviously.
It's by far the easiest way I've found to shop for tickets. I can be anywhere with just a few taps. 2 taps specifically.
It's that easy.
I can instantly find the seats. They save you time and money by searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices and find amazing deals. Plus, every purchase is fully guaranteed, so you can shop for tickets on SeatGeek with confidence. Don't get catfished. Make SeatGeek your go-to app for finding the best deals on every type of ticket, from sports and concerts to comedy and theater. Best of all, listeners to this show get $10 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the app and enter promo code PAT today. That's promo code PAT, P-A-T, for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase.
Wow.
Nice.
They're the best.
Wow.
All right, one more news story. Give me your favorite.
Promo code McAfee to get $20 off.
Just a little tip.
Favorite, let's talk about Lil Xan, because last week the news came out that Noah Cyrus was selling tears in a vial for $12,000.
This guy's the best.
Now, it was on Monday, Lil Xan revealed that he was hospitalized after eating too many Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
This is the difference between old rappers and young rappers. Rick Ross got hospitalized because he almost had a heart attack, fucking 2 strippers.
Seizures on the plane.
Seizures on a plane.
Too much lean.
Yep. Lil Xan, too many Cheetos.
I saw a nurse yesterday tweet out that this has actually happened in her emergency room. If you eat too many Flaming Hot Cheetos, like they literally came in with their stomach bleeding.
Really?
Yeah.
It's that hot?
Yes. I don't know if it's the hot or whatever the fuck's in it.
Yo, that got to be some of the softest shit I ever heard in my life.
I can see it happening to me.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
I love how he had to clarify. I just want everyone to know I was not in the hospital due to drugs. I mean, Lil Xan, you got to expect. I mean, how many Xanax is this guy burning through a night? Probably popping them like Skittles, and here he is. Just hot Cheetos, that's all.
I know. Wasn't the Xanax, by the way. Did just want to keep everybody updated. Flaming hot chips got me. Yeah, not the Xanax. That had nothing to do with it. I promise.
This is how Chester died, because he was originally main veining the original Cheetos, and then he switched to the Flaming Hot, and that's how he died.
Chester Cheeto?
His gateway wasn't enough.
I enjoyed the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. We had them in here for a while, and they are kind of addicting. I don't know that I could eat enough to where my stomach starts to
Why don't we see if you
open
try?
up, but
I eat like one in a bag, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good on
There's
that.
a couple of things I would like us to try.
uh-huh.
I would like. I don't want anybody to go to the hospital.
Flamin' Hot Cheeto challenge.
How many Flaming Hot Cheetos did he have to eat to get to that point?
I want to know.
Got to be a big bag.
It had to be like
Two
one
big
of those,
bags,
like
maybe.
the cheese balls. It had to be like that size.
You think one bag of something is sending people? He's got a lawsuit against Cheetos. Then that's next level.
Well, family size, not like one of the small. I'm talking like two of the family
I've
size
done it.
ones.
I've done a whole family size. That doesn't do it.
Yeah, but I think you and Little Xan can probably take a little different
I
as
think
far
you
as
could
Flamin'
eat,
Hot
I
Cheetos
think you
go.
could eat Little Xan and not have
So I don't want to do that challenge. I don't want. But we are doing the Nick in a coffin. I think challenge. 24 hours in a coffin because the thing going on at St. Where's it at?
Six
St.
Flags.
Louis, Six
St.
Flags.
Louis.
Yeah, I was trying to get Connor to do it. Connor,
30 hours?
So what's the story behind it?
It's a dream. You just lay it down for 30 hours.
Six Flags in St. Louis is offering up $300, which is a wildly low number. And there's no way that, unless your parents are trying to get rid of their kids, I guess that's the only way to do it. But you lay in a coffin for 30 hours straight. Can you do it?
Really?
Yeah. So
If you do it, though, you don't get $300. Your name is just put into a running for a
it's absurd.
drawing of $300.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
So what I'm doing is putting $500 up, and Nick's going to do it in the office for 24 hours, not 30. That final 6 hours, we will always debate on whether or not he would have been able to make it or
Right.
not. But we're going to see if he
Are
can
we
do some-
streaming it?
That's basically
Yeah.
just a weekend. Like, don't we all just lay in our beds the weekend?
No,
Like, you can
24
have your
hours a day.
You can have your phone. You can go to the bathroom.
Although they let you have your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, I
They
Providing
give you food and snacks.
By the way, our rules will be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know if I agree
Nick
with
will
that.
be able to have his phone.
Okay.
No charger though.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. 'Cause He's got to be. He's got to
I'm
use it
out.
sparingly.
Hey, no,
No.
Get a Moufie. Get one of the portable chargers.
sneak your portable charger.
Malfi?
Isn't
It's
that
a Mophie.
Mophie? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Moufie's a pretty good rapper name, actually. Moufie.
Hey, he's getting a little mouthy.
Hey.
Hey.
How do pee breaks and restroom breaks?
It's 1 an hour.
No,
You get
see,
one an hour?
you're getting a bottle.
Oh, Gatorade bottle,
Or
No,
gallon.
it'll be one of them pee bottles that AJ Hawk has.
like a hospital one.
Yeah, yeah. You,
Catheter.
Doesn't seem sanitary.
you can get out and poop though. If you have to poop, but somebody has to watch you poop. Does that make sense? Like you can't just fake poop. Does that make sense?
Like a drug
I'm
test.
thinking about it. Not worth it. Yeah, I don't like. Maybe if there was a hole I could pee through. I don't want the piss bottle in there with me.
Soft.
So a glory hole pee bottle?
Yeah.
We always have said.
Oh, like an old milking table.
There can't be light in there, though. Maybe like if we put a cork in the hole, and then when you have to pee, you just
well, there
poke the
has to be
cork
light
out.
because we're gonna have to stream it. So there's gonna have to
Yeah.
be a little bit of light somewhere.
Well, yeah.
We gotta get it like a little GoPro in there somehow. Or
By
something.
the way, you're definitely doing this. Right?
I'm also concerned about what I would say in my sleep.
Nah.
We'll have a 7-second delay.
Yo, I
Oh,
could give
okay.
you a Xanax too, and you could be out for 12 hours.
Now what are you gonna do for the next 12? Wide awake.
You got a fully charged phone.
Yeah, I'll probably watch YouTube for a while. Watch some Netflix, maybe play some games.
Don't
got some
cheat
good apps.
either and take some kind of frickin' medication or something that knocks you out for like 20 hours.
That's literally what Diggs just told him he's gonna do.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was told I could have my pen, so vitamins.
Yes. We would
Yeah.
like you to
That'd be good.
hotbox the coffee.
Yes.
For sure. So 24 hours, you're doing it? Yeah, $500.
We'll think about it. Let me sleep on it.
I think we did think about it.
All right. I want to know some shit
I think
about all of you. What?
I can't wait to watch Nick in this coffin.
Well, it's gonna be good.
I'll probably be
great.
right outside with a lawn chair the whole time. Just like, Nick, what did you say to me this morning on Instagram? Every morning I tag Nick in my Add a Pessimist on my Good Morning Beautiful. Good morning, beautiful people. You are alive, but are you living? Let's live today. Laugh more, hate less, work hard, cash checks. Let's have the greatest Wednesday in the history of Wednesdays with the caption, at a pessimist who needs to live a little bit. Let's have a day. And I at Nick Moroto every morning. Every single morning I at him. And then people just pile on him. This morning, Nick said, did you know because of its large mass, even a modest disruption of Jupiter's orbit could have a catastrophic effect on Earth? The chances of such an encounter either hurling the Earth out into space or plunging it into the sun are about 1 in 100,000. Much greater than your chances of winning the lottery. Something to think about. Good morning, beautiful people. And then Nick's like, just a little heads up, 1 in 100,000, pretty good odds. This shit all ends today.
Any day could be the day. So, what are you doing it for?
F4.
The day?
Yeah, I mean, what's it all for?
Well, you're getting in the coffin.
Oh, what are you doing it for? I was like, what are you doing it for? I'm like, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet. I'm worried about getting through this show.
That's hysterical.
I was reading doomsday articles because I wasn't able to sleep last night because I was thinking about if I could sleep in a coffin for 24 hours.
Send those to me.
If anybody can do it, you can do it for sure.
Oh, I know.
And I want to know some more about you guys. I want everybody to learn more about you guys. So let's hit this new segment called I Want to Know. It's great to learn more about people. It's also great to learn more about yourself.
Yeah.
I think there's any better way to learn more about yourself than exploring who you are through your DNA.
Yeah.
So that's why 23andMe exists.
Whole new segment.
Yeah, 23andMe is a DNA testing service that can offer insights into your ancestry, health, wellness, and traits. It's not all just about where you came from and lineage and all that stuff, but DNA can also tell you some things about yourself. Do you know it's responsible for how your taste buds work, taste preferences, how you sleep, how you don't sleep, saturated fat, how it affects your body, all these things dietary-wise, all can be clued in through your DNA. Yeah, so
Who would have known? A little
Try that.
DNA knows all that stuff.
yeah, it lets you know everything about yourself. So if you want to know more about yourself, use 23andMe, the Health and Ancestry Service Kit at 23andme.com/Heartland for your first time use.
Nice.
Try that for your first time use. That's the number 23andMe. It's the number 23, not the word 23. It's 23andme.com/Heartland. Learn more, not only of where you came from, but learn more about how your body works and why.
Maybe the pizza guy was trying to do this. He was spitting the pizza.
Possibly.
And he was just sending the whole pizza off to 23andMe instead of spitting in the little
You're Italian.
All right. So I want to know from each of you, if you could be a raging success at any profession other than professional athlete, because that's too easy, too easy like everybody in here is going to pick it,
Yeah, I got you.
or the profession you have now, what profession would you choose? Diggs.
I would like to be wildly successful. I'd like to be the best in my field as a hedge fund manager, chief investment officer, Bobby Axelrod,
Oh, good one.
$1 billion.
Yeah, because you're just going to be a billionaire.
Billionaire, being part of private clubs, sipping on old fashions, being in a suit all day until about 8 p.m., come home to my luxury apartment, wake up at 7 a.m. the next day, hit the markets.
Nice.
What a dream. Walking around New York City, have my own personal driver.
Oh, just traffic too. Every time you drive, just whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Helicopter, a private jet.
Oh,
Helicopter
yeah,
back
yeah.
to your house in Connecticut.
Those guys don't sit in traffic.
No way. Nick, if you could pick another profession.
I got to go with music producer because I thought about musician. That's a lot of work. Music producer, I think, is the way to go. You get to hang out with all the artists. You get to go on tours if you wanted to, I guess. And you travel the world. You're just making beats and music for all these famous people. You get to hang out with them, party. You're the man.
That's a good
I
one.
like that one. That's a real good one. Zito.
I want to make maps because everyone has to look at them. It'd be pretty cool.
You want to be the best map maker?
What do they call it? Cartographer?
That's not it.
Cartographer?
Cartographer.
Choreographer.
Why don't you take it one step further and be the best topographer?
Oh.
hold on.
Altitude?
Literally, even the bad phones these days have maps in them.
Yeah, I agree.
Nope.
I haven't seen a map in a while.
Actual maps. You want to make actual maps.
Yeah. Is that a dying business?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
I think it's a dead
Yeah.
business.
Anything on paper is dying.
I think we just use satellites now to send down a little image, right? That's how Google Maps and all that stuff works.
Yeah, just take pictures.
Yeah.
The on your phone, the map actually even has the buildings in it. Yeah, they're 3D on the nav.
No
there's a
way.
3D version. You can
Cito,
see
this
buildings.
is the best answer you've
Swear
ever
to
had,
God.
by the way.
But you want to make like old maps like pirates used to use
Yeah.
and stuff to get
Yeah,
around.
then I'll evolutionize to make the Google Maps.
Yeah.
I think having
So
a
I'll be
map that you
successful.
made would be awesome too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my Zito map. I just, sometimes I
It's
just look
so
at
wrong.
it for motivation or
The
something.
only way you can make a map at this point is if you discover something new.
Something to think about, by the way. I just saw a teenage kid was out in the seas for 49 days, and they found him.
He survived.
That could be you.
In a little
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, just bouncing around.
Maybe I'll make a.
Discovered new shit.
I'll make a
You want to
space
be an
map.
explorer.
Is it?
No, he just wants to make
No, I
maps.
want to make the map. That's
Is
too much
it
work.
possible to discover new things these days? Probably not, huh?
Oh, I
I
guarantee
don't know
it.
if there is.
You got to go up
anything
north,
left.
like to space.
The ocean's so
You got to
big.
go to the bottom
Yeah,
of
the
the ocean to find
ocean.
it.
Space is it.
They went to
Space
the
is-
bottom of the ocean once for like 2 minutes, and they found 3 new species of fish.
I don't, Connor. I don't even
It's
wanna
true.
hear it.
Space.
I'm just telling you.
He has no
I'm just
idea what
telling
he's
you.
stepping into.
I'm just telling you.
I don't even
Space is
wanna
the
hear
last frontier.
Zito, you could map space.
I know. How much does it cost to go up there?
I don't know. Some fuckboy faked it all and told us that this was the planets, and then as the years go by, they're like, nope, that's not even a planet. That's not even there.
Yeah.
This one isn't here.
I'm still hurting for Pluto. Like when they took Pluto away from me,
Yeah,
that was my
tough.
favorite.
That was tough.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just make one up right now, and if it gets in enough books, people will believe it.
I will dump this.
Or maps.
Good luck in your map making dream. Evan Foxy.
I would want to be like an incredible performer, maybe like a Chris Brown, but like a good guy, be able to sing, be able to dance,
Justin Timberlake.
good in
Justin Timberlake.
videos,
Be able to get laid.
athletic,
Yeah.
you name it.
You gotta go and tour and like try every night.
Yeah, but you're making a lot of money, and like that's awesome. Like the tours are awesome. People are yelling your name, and you get the
know,
chills, and it's all
Seems
the
like a lot
fun.
of work.
I'll tell you what, your bed is really nice, and you realize that whenever you're not in it.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
it's a
like-
lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
And DJ, like that feeling of dropping the beat and
Yeah.
having
And, like,
come
what if-
on.
Why did you say Chris Brown instead of like Justin Timberlake, Justin
It was
Bieber,
wild.
Bruno
Yeah, because
Mars?
I felt like you described Justin Timberlake
He's
in
from
your
Michigan.
description
He's from Michigan
perfectly.
State.
I mean,
so.
that works too. Justin Timberlake works. Chris Brown's just an incredible performer.
He can dance
Jesus
really well
Foxy.
too.
Jeez, you
Jesus.
doubled down on the Chris
I
Brown.
said, but a good guy. I prefaced that.
No, you didn't. You said it afterwards.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't
Chris
be
Brown.
a preface.
Chris
That'd be a
Brown,
postface.
but a good guy.
Okay.
So Justin Timberlake?
Well, I like Chris Brown because he's like good at hoop and like sports too. I don't know if Justin Timberlake is.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, you
I
like
know he's a good golfer.
Scratch golfer.
Yeah, but that's like,
Part
He's
owner
good
of
at
the
basketball.
He's good at
Grizzlies.
basketball.
is he good?
Yeah.
He's Justin Timberlake. What are you talking about?
Married to Jessica Biel.
Coolest person on the planet.
All right, we'll go JT then.
All right.
Oh, wow. Happy we got there. Sorry we had to get you off your Chris Brown train.
How easily you flip flop too.
It's like the same person,
Stick to your
except
guns.
JT's a good guy.
And yeah.
I agree.
It's a pretty big
Have some
caveat, though.
backbone.
I would want to be a filmmaker.
You wanted him to stick with Chris Brown, Nick?
I mean, just the way he flopped over like that was embarrassing.
That's such a Nick
don't
move,
think
by the way.
so.
Nick is the one who talked Connor into doubling down after making $4,000 one day.
You know, you didn't have to push me that hard. I was already stepping off the edge. Hey, if you give me the option to double down, it's 8,000 or 4,000. You know,
No, it's
Or
8,000 or
zero.
no
maybe
thousand.
maybe you look at it like that, but I look at it as the 8 and 4.
Bad decision maker.
That house is filled
Bad
with
decision
idiots.
maker.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Dumbest house probably in Indiana.
I want to be a filmmaker. That would be my like Peter.
Scorsese.
No,
Jackson.
No,
Griffin.
no. They made Lone Survivor.
North.
Didn't show up for our show.
Oh, Peter Berg.
Peter Berg. Peter Berg. I want to be Peter Berg. He has the coolest life in the world, I think. He
The
just goes
guy
in-
that made Lone Survivor, Peter North.
that was Bone Survivor.
Hi-oh!
One pun.
That would be cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's the perfect life, I think. Also, like Danny McBride. I like. I think it did make comedies like that. That would be the best thing. Judd Apatow. They have the best life. They're not in there acting because acting always looks cool, but then most of the time you're like, yeah. I mean, I look up to those people, but they're just saying the words that this guy fucking put in front of them. You know what I mean? He puts together the whole picture, and it's really fun. We learn just in the little things we do how fun it is to sit there and watch an edit happen, and then be like, take this part out, move this over here, and to affect the finished project.
So which part do you want to do, though? Because that's like 3 different jobs.
No, I want to Peter Berg it because Peter Berg has his hands on everything.
Okay.
Nothing crosses the edit table without him being over the guy's shoulder. You know what I mean? So I want to be that kind of guy.
I don't like that.
That's
when
why I say
said-
filmmaker instead of director.
Okay.
Like one of those guys that that's responsible for everything.
You want Final Cut.
Yeah.
That's his movie.
Yeah. I don't want to have to learn how to edit. I just want to be able to sit there and go, hey, yeah, do this and that.
October 10th, by the way, we have a film coming out.
Can't wait.
A short film. Nope, a 30-minute comedic documentary. October 10th, October 10th, October 10th. October 10th, October 10th.
October 10th, Ty Schmidt.
I would probably want to be a lawyer like Daniel Caffey or like Gordon Bombay before he was coaching the Ducks.
What about Harvey Specter?
Harvey Specter. There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
I don't know. Just
I thought
being
about that too.
being in the courtroom and being able to make people eat shit repeatedly. That's a dream. It's a
Corporate
dream.
law.
I'd love to do
Fucking
it.
Corporate law. I thought about that too.
I didn't even think about being bull there.
Or Doctor. Doctor House was one of my other ones.
Haven't seen any of House, but you know.
Yeah.
Bull's got a new season out, by the way. Just so everybody knows, Bull.
Hey, the Good Doctor's back
Catch
too.
on CBS.
Is that the new doctor? Like a new
No,
Amsterdam?
no, it's not New Amsterdam. The Good Doctor is he's an incredibly talented doctor, but he
has autism.
He's autistic.
Yeah.
And he's like 15, right?
Yeah. No, he's of age.
Oh, okay.
It's not a Doogie Howser situation.
It's like 28, 29. Looks like it anyway.
Doogie Howser, very slow typer, by the way,
Yeah,
for how incredible of a human he was. That opening was always just like, looked like he was with 2 pointer fingers.
Well, because back then they literally had secretaries who went to school for typing. Doctors weren't supposed to type. That's why they had bad handwriting.
That was because they were in a rush.
Either or both. Might be both.
I think doctors do it on purpose. There's no way that that's just a personality trait of people who want to practice medicine. Like, some of them have to have good writing, but I've never seen it one time.
Yeah.
They're like, that doesn't look like a doctor.
I just try to stay away from doctors, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Unless I'm dying, let's fix it.
Connor.
I landed on fighter pilot. I think I'd want to be like. I think I'd want to be like Maverick from Top Gun.
Yep.
My nickname would be Bane, though, for sure. Everyone would call
Call
me
sign.
Bane.
It's not a nickname. You
Call signs.
have a little respect.
Nickname. But it would definitely be on my helmet.
Bravo, Alpha.
Put the exactly.
By the
Get
way,
to say all
Viper-
those cool words.
Viper is the
Shoot
greatest of
people
all
out
time.
of the sky. I think that's what I.
Also, I could be wrong, but I don't think you usually get to pick those. I think those are usually kind of given to
Your
you
call
based
sign?
on certain things. Yeah.
well, they gave me Bane, and it was awesome.
Because you're a raging success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because you're the best. Pat.
I'd be a sports entertainer. It's not a professional athlete. That's a sports entertainer. I'd be the United States champion, and I would let everybody know that if you want to take on the United States greatest, you got no chance. I'm about to take my right foot, shove it up your ass, take it out, shove it off your face, and walk to the next town, go into the diner, order a coffee, black, because that's what USA champions do.
Nice.
That's
Ass
what I
to
would do.
mouth.
That's what I would. What's that?
Ass to mouth.
Yeah, with my foot, though, with somebody else's. It wouldn't be my ass to my mouth.
Yeah, no, that's what it means.
Yeah. ATM.
I like it.
USA champion. ATM.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, so it's time for all of us to take a shot.
Let's take a shot.
Take a shot, Zito.
Take a shot from me. Come on, hit me with your best shot.
I like that.
You know what I like to do after I take a bunch of shots?
What's that?
I like to go pass out on my Lisa mattress.
Good move.
You guys ever find yourself distracted, forgetting things, making mistakes at work?
Never.
A quality night's sleep makes all the difference. The right mattress is the difference between resting and just laying down. The Lisa mattress is the product of more than 30 years of experience in the mattress engineering and hundreds of hours of testing game. Comprised of 3 foam layers that provide cooling, pressure relief, body contouring, and support.
It's important.
Over 300,000 happy Lisa sleepers agree. The Lisa mattress gives them the rest they need. Order your Lisa mattress online at lisa.com/heartland with promo code Heartland and try it risk-free for 100 nights. Ships direct to your door in a convenient box with free shipping and free returns. I just got my new one yesterday. What a beautiful box it is. An absolutely gorgeous.
Was
One of the best looking boxes I've ever seen.
And it's a nice, easy size that you can handle yourself. Find the right mattress for you at lisa.com/heartland and get the rest you need tonight. Get $160 off and free shipping. That's not $1.60. That's $160 off and free shipping on the Lisa mattress at lisa.com/heartland. Enter promo code Heartland at checkout. That's LEESA.com/heartland. Promo code Heartland.
How you sleeping now?
Pretty good.
You can tell the
Classic
difference.
Diggs move last night to bring in the big, light, fluffy mattress for himself, leave and go do Diggs things, and then text us and ask us to carry the heavy-ass bed frame in for him.
You had shit to do.
Listen, I don't control the mail. I don't control when a big heavy box gets there. I walked in this morning and it didn't look that big. Was it big and heavy?
No.
Okay. Because I
But
gotta
that
move
is- that
Because I
is
gotta
a-
move that thing by myself. this week.
That is a good move, though. I respect it, Diggs. All right, I want to take a shot with Bernard Hees, CEO of Kraft Heinz Company,
Oh yeah.
because his company is finally releasing Mayo Chup. Nothing is better on a bacon cheeseburger than mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together.
A little fancy sauce.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, fancy sauce.
I even use like Ripples potato chips, the plain ones. I'll dip it in that. It makes a good dip for that.
Ruffles.
Oh, it's good. And now I finally have this mixture.
What'd you call him?
The Ripples.
Well, they do have ripples.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
like a
say.
wave. Yeah, it's like a wave.
Clog the instruments.
Now I finally have that mixture together in one little convenient squeeze bottle. And I want to do a shot with him and tell him how much I appreciate him. You guys don't do the ketchup and mayonnaise thing mixed together?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
but
why
not,
we're all screaming fancy sauce. We are a big fan
not
of
with
that,
chips
though.
though.
Hate both.
The only thing
That's weird.
Yep. Hate mayo, hate ketchup.
I understand hating
Both.
mayo, but hating
It's a
ketchup.
bold move.
Ketchup's trash.
The only thing I was pissed about is they didn't call it fancy sauce.
It is.
I think it was probably trademarked by Step Brothers.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
think? By the
Plus,
movie
I think
Step
there's
Brothers?
just a dab of honey mustard in fancy sauce.
fancy sauce.
Just a little squirt.
That fucks it all up.
No, I'm telling you, that's what makes the fancy sauce fancy.
No, I think you're
No.
100% wrong.
Fancy sauce is a home concoction. It's not like a
Yeah.
trademark thing.
You gotta go back, watch Step Brothers, and look at the coloring of the fancy sauce, because
Yeah, it's orange.
Exactly. I'm telling you, the red and the white, it doesn't make the perfect
All right.
fancy. There's also little black specks in there from the honey mustard. I'm telling you,
Is this concoction the same as Guy Fieri's donkey sauce? Does anyone know?
pretty similar. Pretty similar.
But if you got to go out of your way to hunt down some honey mustard to put in there, that ruins the whole fucking thing for me.
Well, hopefully you got to
Ketchup mayonnaise easy. It's always in my fridge.
All right, so here's one of the
get honey mustard.
recipes I found. It's mayonnaise, ketchup, black pepper, salt, and a little bit of vinegar.
That's donkey sauce?
No, that's fancy sauce.
Oh, the vinegar is what I was thinking of. Vinegar plus salt kind of looks like
Almost
mustard,
the
I
same
guess.
thing as honey mustard.
Yeah, almost. The salt and pepper is kind of taking me for a spin. I'm not gonna lie.
That would explain the little black flakes.
That would
I'm
explain the
talking
black
about.
flake,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, which is why I thought honey mustard. Damn
Just
it.
for future reference, not respected enough in the condiment game is ketchup and hot sauce. Hot sauce is the greatest invention there is. You get boneless chicken wings or whatever, chicken nuggets basically, with a medium sauce on it. You go ahead and dip those in ketchup. Now you're talking about absolute perfection in anybody's world except for Thai
I've
Shreds.
been there.
So good.
Ketchup on your chicken wings?
Not on wings.
No, no, no wings. They're chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
You just said with medium sauce on it though, like mild sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the same
cha
fucking thing.
sauce.
Yeah, like a chicken tender,
Yeah.
a chicken fry,
Yep. All these things. And if they do, if they're
boneless
just
a
Yeah, yeah.
nugget.
if it's just a plain chicken tender,
Okay.
boring ass dinosaur or whatever, you know, you go ahead and take ketchup.
Okay.
Then you put Frank's Red Hot in there.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
the
mix
perfect
them
mix.
together. And then you can even put a little mayo in there if you'd like, if we really want to get fancy here. And then go ahead and dip that and come in your pants.
Yeah, the ketchup and Frank's hot sauce. If you haven't tried that, it will change your life.
And if it's
So
too hot, the ketchup cools it off a little bit.
Yeah, and if
that's
it's
perfect.
put more ketchup in. It's
get a
all
little
about
sweet.
science, yeah. Yeah.
I've also done that with barbecue sauce.
Don't even think about it.
It's good.
Don't
It's a
even
good
think
mixture.
about
simpleton.
ketchup and barbecue sauce?
No, 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 no.
Ketchup,
Frank's
barb-
and
Yeah,
Frank's
yeah,
and
that's good.
barbecue
I've
sauce.
done that too.
I don't know.
Not a barbecue
It's a
sauce
ketchup-
guy.
It's a ketchup mix.
Me neither, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not a barbecue
Don't
sauce
like
guy
it.
either. People love it.
I love it.
Yeah, no
Sweet
idea
baby
why.
rays.
Never get barbecue wings.
No, I get dry rub ribs is what I get. Give me the dry rub
Oh, yeah.
ribs. Never get barbecue or anything. It's
You
wild.
don't even dip it into some kind of barbecue sauce?
No. I don't like
I like a dry rub, and I'll dip it in Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh, yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's is the best.
I wonder
Honey
why
barbecue.
I never liked Sweet Baby Ray's. I like A1. I love A1.
But I'm going to say this. I would rather dip that into the ketchup and Frank's hot sauce mix.
Ribs?
Yeah. Anything with the dry rub. That texture, like ribs or chicken. Either one.
Ribs in ketchup and hot sauce?
Yeah.
I won't knock it because it's the greatest condiment out there. I've never done that in my life. I've never done the pork.
It's really
in it.
good. It's really good.
I like that a lot.
All right, Diggs.
There's only one person to take a shot with this week.
Yep.
I will be releasing the Carter 5 on my birthday. Again, on my birthday, I actually have something special for y'all. I will be releasing the Carter 5 on my birthday. If you don't know what my birthday is, Wikipedia does. Wiki me, bitch.
I love him.
We
I
gotta
love
talk
him.
about
Zito.
those.
I love him so much.
We got to talk about those last 3 words he said in that video, though.
Wiki me, bish. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I don't think that really fits the brand.
Of being just a weird human being.
Yeah, I don't even know what the brand is anymore because that to me, he's like some fucked up Willy Wonka right there.
Yeah, I thought that-
it was
No,
weird
this
video.
is
I didn't
always-
hate it. I was
This
just
album
like,
is
what
Gangster
is going
Wayne,
on?
though. This
Hit-
Carter 5's from Gangster Wayne.
Yeah, but he's always been like this.
He was a little maniacal sounding.
Like 10 years ago, I was watching videos of him eating Dominoes on his couch. He's always been this little Wayne.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounded like the new Joker commercial. Honestly, that sounded
birthday.
bad.
Yeah, the way he's walking up the stairs and like talking down the camera, like he's leading
No.
kids into his factory to have
As
them
someone who's watched
murdered and
hours
turned into candy.
and hours of Little Wayne, this has always been him. Always.
Wiki me, bish.
Oh, yeah, that's Little Wayne.
Wiki wiki.
I'm telling you, man. I've watched hours of him on YouTube. Behind the scenes, everything.
I feel like he's never said bish though. I feel like he's always been a
the
bitch
Wiki
guy.
me, bish is a very interesting move.
Yeah, you guys don't get his humor.
I think Carter 5 is going to be very good. I was listening to the Carter 4 this morning on my way in. I completely forgot about how great that thing was. And this was recorded around the same time, so I can't wait for the Carter 5. But I'll be excited to see present Lil Wayne is going to have to perform old Lil Wayne. It's going to be an interesting thing to watch. It's gonna
His
be-
brain will do it. He's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Came out a skater.
I
went to
can't
jail.
fucking wait. day.
My dog's named after him. Carter.
Love that.
That's what happens when you date somebody under 30. All right, Nick.
Nice humble brag there, Todd. I want to give a shot. Actually, if this was Monday, I would have been sending a shot at, but things have changed. I want to give I want to do a shot with the Philadelphia Flyers organization for their mascot Gritty. This thing has swept the internet. It's unbelievable. They unveiled him, this big orange meth head looking monster thing. And then he goes out Monday night and just can't. He's working on ice and he just keeps falling repeatedly. The t-shirt cannon, boom, drops him to the ice. Then he trips over the blue line. He's incredible. He's electric. He's doing Good Morning America interviews. He's everywhere.
Yeah, Gritty.
You would think hockey mascot they check and make sure you can skate too.
I
It's
think
unbelievable.
It's the gimmick.
Yeah, that's
the
his
gimmick.
Part of Gritty.
Yeah.
He had
He falls and
skates
gets
on
right back up.
in
Yeah,
the
there-
promo.
There's if you look inside of his uniform, there's a pad on the ass.
Okay, I haven't looked inside yet. I will next
The
time I
uniform
see
is
him.
the uniform
falls
is
are
literally
planned.
built for him to
The guy's taking bumps.
Yeah.
The guy's just taking bumps out there.
because in his introduction video, that dude is crossing over. He's skating backwards. He comes out, does a little slide step. He's a fucking very good skater.
I,
This is
I
all
like
him.
how you thought that he just gave the job to somebody who can't skate.
Yo, that's what it felt like.
he said team owner's nephew or something. But Dad, I can't even skate. Yeah, I don't care. The kid needs a job.
Put on the fucking costume, all right?
Zito.
I want to give a shot to Mel Gibson. I just saw The Patriot last night, and
Great movie.
great performance out of him. I just
Unbelievable.
every time I see it, he does a good job. So
Unbelievable
Ghost.
movie.
The
That
Ghost.
movie and Braveheart. Ugh.
So you're just going to
Unbelievable.
give him a shot. You're not going to take it with him? You're just,
no, I was gonna give it to him. He just did a good job.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
bravo.
Here you go, Mr. Gibson. Walk away. Evan Foxy.
I thought this was where Diggs was going to go, but I'm taking a shot with Tiger Woods, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
should have. Yeah.
I never gave up on Tiger.
Okay, well, Barry Sneed, Jones, Nicholas, me.
How can you not love that?
I had that thing on deck. I was excited. I thought that's what Diggs was doing too.
For sure. Just love it. And then did you hear him say, like, the plane ride to Paris for the Ryder Cup? Like, him and the boys are going to have fun. I was like,
Fucking
God
Wayne even
damn.
gave Tiger a shout out.
Who did?
Little Wayne gave Tiger a shout out in his
Really?
3-minute video.
What'd he say?
He said, with all the love that's coming back, you guys stuck with me for 5 years. I feel like Tiger Woods.
Nice.
Ah,
Brand.
great for the brand.
I love that Tiger which he should be on golf's Mount Rushmore, but no one at all gave him any shit for putting himself on his own Mount Rushmore, nor should they, because he should be probably all 4 spots.
Yeah.
He's an obvious Mount Rushmore.
The fact that he let other 3 guys on it, I think was very nice of him.
It's just him with different expressions on his face. It would be fucking awesome.
This is pre 9-iron through the back of the SUV.
Ty Schmidt.
I'd like to take a shot with Stephen Avery.
Let's go, baby.
Making a Murderer is coming back here soon, and I'd love to pick his brain beforehand. Things are not going to end well for him because he's a podunk piece of white trash. But I'm really looking forward to I said it yesterday. I'm looking forward to him coming back and just telling everyone, I didn't do nothing.
I'm so happy to have Brandon Dassey back in my life, too.
Exactly.
I love
Him,
that
Jerry
family.
Buting. I mean, the cast of characters is strong in that one, and I'm very excited to catch back
The
up
original
with him.
David Rudolph is back.
Yeah. That's going to be good. There's another one on Netflix right now called I Am a Killer.
Yeah,
and they interview people on death row.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting to see what goes on in a person's brain who's condemned to death. And, it's pretty cool. But a lot of them are dumbasses. You're like, yeah, of course you're there. All right, Boston Kana.
All right, I was going to say Robin Williams because I was watching Good Will Hunting this morning. It's such a great movie.
Nice.
But while I was walking into work this morning, I got a text from my source.
Okay.
And Kyrie Irving actually does not want to go to New York anymore. He wants to stay in Boston and retire there. So I'd like to take a shot with Kyrie, say thank you, resign after the year's over, come back. Let's win, 20 championships. Let's get to 20.
Big Kyrie guy.
Huge Kyrie guy. He was born in Australia.
I did know that.
Oh, really?
You think he'll actually play this year?
That's why he's a flat earther.
Oh yeah, no, he's healthy. Our whole team is very healthy.
He's
It's
always
scary.
healthy,
It's
they say.
scary. No, he starts the season always healthy. I'm worried for June and April to where we are at as far as health goes, but I think we're okay. And that's right, Diggs. I said we, bastard.
All right, Pat.
I would like to take a shot with all the guys that are on a particular network on TV because I know they're getting paid nothing to be on TV.
Oh, this was very eye-opening.
Bro, I got offered a contract for a particular network to come on, and the numbers were absurd. Absolutely. I actually called the guy laughing, and I said, is this really what you think you're going to pay me? And he said, this is what we pay a lot of the guys these days. I'm like, desperation calls for desperate agreements to these things. So I need to send shots to all these guys that are on a particular network on television because I don't even know if they can afford them anymore. They say 80% of retired players go bankrupt within 5 years. I know why. It's because one of these networks is paying these people next to nothing.
They're giving their time away. After taxes come out and everything, you're like, fuck.
I have no
It's not even worth the trip.
This has been wild, by the way. And I think I'm very spoiled from my podcast, this podcast, and social media. But that email offer from that network was one of the wildest things I've ever read in my life. I had to send an actual text message that was like, hey, no offense, but that was fucking mind-blowing what you guys just thought I was going to agree to. I have no idea what they were thinking.
It reminded me of, but in the sports world version of it, remember when Bert Kreischer was on your show and he was talking about, he had a conversation with Bill Burr and because he lost his Travel Channel show and he was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And Bill's like, how much you make doing it? And he told him, he's like, you make that in 2 episodes. Start a podcast.
I think Bill Burr offered to pay him that.
Yeah.
How much is it going to take for me to pay you for you to stop doing that fucking shit?
Look at yourself. You're not supposed to be on TV.
It was wild, though. That when that thing came through, I was like, I've always wanted to be on TV to talk football.
Sure.
Always wanted to. I feel like my perspective on the NFL is crazy. So then I get this offer and I read it. I'm like, I think I'd rather nap than make that. I think I would rather nap than make that and just watch from my couch. It was absurd. I did not know that. So I would like to send a shot to all the guys that used to play that are now, and I assume that's every television channel. I would like to send a shot to all the guys that are on TV right now, just strictly because I'm not sure if they can afford them anymore. And I'm here for you, man. The internet pays better. You guys should start doing the shit on the internet.
Just talk about football on the internet.
That was a wild situation right there. Wild.
It was very mind-blowing. I was like, what? And I could see, like, if it was an average Joe Blow guy, that price would make sense.
I am. No, in their eyes, I am. When it comes to the NFL.
I guess, but former players and coaches, you're going to expect them to work for that money, and they do. That's what's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of guys, they sent that to me. When I called and asked them if that was a joke, my first word, I was laughing. I was like, there's another at least half or 2/3 of something coming right, and they're like, no, this is the standard deal we make with a lot of guys. I'm like,
Oh, I thought this was the per diem.
bro. I ain't never had more confidence in the internet dominating the TV for the next 5 years than after that contract was set. I'm like, yo, that ain't it. I know that. No way. So maybe you won't see me on TV anytime soon, from what it sounds like. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
That's tough stuff. I won't give away the network's name, but
No. People can figure it out.
I won't name names.
But you know what? That's got to be an industry standard. It's probably all of them.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I guess we'll have to find out if anybody else offers after this. Probably not. But that was wild to me. Wild to me.
Oh, my God. All right.
I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
Live free or die, motherfucker.
New Hampshire.
Yep.
Amen.
Your response was so classic.
Hey, man. Hey, man. I just... There were some people, local people, that questioned the Grigson give and take, okay? It was 100% true, the things I said. My responses to people, I've been screenshotting them and sending them to my friends these days because once I realized the reaction to I am I feel like I do handle my business in a very hilarious fashion with people, and I think more people should do it this way. Because I just expect it all to leak. So I expect all these things to leak one day, so when they do leak, I want people to laugh and be like, yo, McAfee's a fucking idiot. McAfee's a fucking idiot.
It's always the perfect mix of appreciation mixed with you got to be fucking kidding me. That's why I like
you got to butter them up and then go ahead and bring the hammer.
It's very honest.
It is very honest, too, but I always compliment.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's real, like if they're giving me a shot, I very much appreciate it. Not a lot of people put me on TV. That's why I appreciate Michael Cole so much at WWE.
Right.
He was the first person literally to put me on TV. Like, yeah, we got you. Let's go. So now I got a network offering to put me on TV. I'm very thankful for that.
Sure.
But they might as well have not offered at all. Because I feel very disrespected by the number that they sent. It's like, bro, what are you talking about?
I wonder if the internet's going to change that. Because I don't think, that person act like they had no idea, what internet money was like.
When the guy answered.
So when they start to learn.
When the guy answered, and I laughed at him. I literally was laughing at him. He was very confused by it all. And I'm like, what are we doing? Who is okaying to these agreements? $300 for something they wanted me to do. $300 fucking dollars they wanted me to do something for. $300.
Might as well hop in the coffin.
No.
We have the best listeners in the podcast universe. They want answers. They have questions.
I wish I was fucking better. That's why I need your brain there, Carl.
Zeno, let's give it to him.
That was wild, bro.
Remember, there are no stupid questions, just stupid people.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few
that's a
questions.
good pay.
You want
I gave
answers?
away 4,000.
I think I'm entitled to.
You're an idiot, bro.
Handle the truth. Question number one.
Exactly.
Diggs.
Just recently going through a divorce. Didn't see it coming, but should have. Marriage is the worst. Don't do it, Pat. I recently fired up Tinder and have been getting a lot of hits. Some girl has sent me nudes, but wants a dick pic. I want to be known that was in the question. I didn't say that. I'm definitely getting blackmailed if I send this right. She seems normal, but who knows?
Oh, you don't want Sam to come after you? Right
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely being blackmailed. Or at least the potential's there, so why fucking risk it?
No, you definitely don't send one until you at least meet this person in person and make sure they're a real human.
Just Google a dick and send it. What are we doing here? The people that send their actual dicks these days, I've never sent my meat to anybody ever, but in the locker room, this was a very standard operation that dudes, because guys were very proud of themselves. And it was very confusing to hear these stories of talking about sending it. I'm like, why don't you guys just Google a dick and send that dick? And it's just and Todd has a beautiful, beautiful method. I don't know if you remember what you said to do one time.
Yeah. When you do, you get a piece of your neighbor's mail and let it slyly be in the background on a table when you show the dick. That way, if anybody ever comes after you, you'd be like, that's not my dick. Blow it up. It's Ed Johnson's dick. He lives at a different address.
Genius. Genius, Todd.
Question number 2.
What's up, guys? Been a huge fan since the beginning. Still rock the McAfee jersey every Sunday. Having been born and raised in the Heartland, what does everyone like about Indiana and miss about where they are from?
It's so clean here. I love how clean it is. And what I miss from where I'm from, I loved how dirty it was over there.
Yeah,
So
nice.
it's kind of the tale of two cities almost. I like the cleanliness, though.
It
Don't
is
get me
very
wrong.
clean here.
It's
When you
very
go other
clean.
places, you realize.
Yeah. Like New York City, Boston.
Pittsburgh a little
Pittsburgh,
bit too.
I bet, yeah.
Pittsburgh has some really fucking nice areas, but
Really
I
dirty
kind of
ones, too.
Yeah, I'm like with you. I think though that dirtiness brings a little bit more of a pride and a party feel to it.
grit,
You know what I mean? Like people are
Character.
Yeah, people have more character. That's a good way to put it. It's so sanitized here.
Yeah.
It's like it's lacking personality.
Very, very bland city here. Very clean. Everything's walkable, but the people are what makes this place.
They're nice though.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy.
Yeah, the people are what
nice.
makes this
Very, very
I'm not
nice.
used to it. I'm starting to get used to it, but it took a while.
And
I like
it's-
that
It's
there's
like, oh, this person doesn't want to tell me to go fuck
Yeah.
off.
Standard of living too here. Very good.
I like
Very
that there's
good.
zero traffic.
The
here.
architecture
like
is
about
what
Indiana.
it lacks personality sometimes. I feel like you got certain areas like down Mass
Yeah, that's a
Ave or
big one.
whatever, but
You guys don't drive anywhere.
The highways
No, we
are
do.
dirty as fuck.
If you think there's traffic here,
Yeah, I do.
well, go live in a city with traffic then.
I did.
There's no traffic here.
What are you talking about? Every morning I'm on a fucking parking lot over there on
That's
70.
not traffic.
Yeah, Meridian's like down to like 2 lanes right now.
Yeah, it's a parking lot over there because people. The thing about Indiana is there's no hills, no tunnels, no nothing. So the bend in the road is the scary thing. Like what's on the other side? So if it's a bend in the road, it just stops. I shouldn't travel like 20, 30 minutes worth of traffic every morning.
Yeah, that's
I
not
will say
20,
though,
30
it's
minutes
only
is
for
not
like an
traffic.
hour.
It's not bad.
It's only for like 2 hours every day. There's like traffic.
That's not bad.
You got to be over like over an hour for it to be traffic.
40 minutes usually is like
Are
where
you guys just
traffic
saying an
starts.
amount of time after I said the amount of time?
No,
That's all you're saying.
no. I'm just knowing like what my commute used to be versus what it is now.
You
Like in
live in
Pittsburgh?
the city,
I
don't
don't
you?
always commute from that house.
Oh,
Humble brag.
shit.
Humble brag.
See, I hate the traffic here in Indiana because it's for literally no reason.
Oh
That's-
yeah, I agree that it's
Yeah.
for, the little that there is for no reason. But in Pittsburgh, I miss brunch. I really miss brunch.
that's
brunch is way better
From
there.
Pittsburgh.
There are brunches.
I
there.
would assume. Yeah.
Boozy brunches.
Yeah.
Hey, where you just moved, there's some brunches over there.
Boozy.
Yeah, there is.
There's some really good ones too. Yeah, in that little area, it's where I got arrested, but I can't go back.
A
but-
sports bar?
No, there's like actual brunch places.
Yeah, see, there was a lot of like sports bars that did it, so you never had to leave. You could just stay there and
Watch the
like
game.
Oh,
continue with
transition
this.
from brunch to afternoon game watch.
That's which was like my favorite thing to do on
That,
Sunday.
that one guy that we know that owns one of those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, should.
Yeah, because every other brunch around his bar in that area has an hour-long wait.
Correct.
It's like, hey,
Yes.
I'm no fucking genius businessman. I've watched Shark Tank a couple of times, but it seems as if you should put some biscuits and gravy in the fucking middle of that. It seems as if that's something you should think about doing.
The people in the Heartland are very nice, though.
Very nice. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I like the people here. It's tough to adjust when you leave here, people wise.
Just for future reference, though, 30 minutes of traffic is still fucking traffic. I would like that to be known. That is still traffic.
Also a pet peeve, I think. I'll throw that on my pet peeve list. Traffic for no reason, for sure.
For a bend in the road.
Yeah. Or like when there's just a cop pulled someone over
Yeah.
and everyone has to slow down and be like, oh, wow,
Well, I
look,
do
someone
that.
got pulled
I got
over.
stuck at standstill traffic on I-70 today just because there was a woman pulled over
Yeah.
in the shoulder. Like people have to jam on their brakes and it ends up in like a 3-mile backup.
Yep. That is real. That's
What the fuck's going on?
That 70 over there is a nightmare.
Yeah.
And I have to experience it, I think, on a regular. Do you drive in that way too?
Yeah, most times.
70 is a nightmare. And that's where all the meth is being run too. I
Yeah,
learned that
you're
on
right.
the, whatchamacallit.
Yep.
Yep. So every time you're in traffic, you go ahead and give little peeks around like, oh,
That's why we're looking.
is that guy moving meth? Is that guy moving meth over there? I like that.
That's why I think to find middle ground between what you're saying, Diggs, and what Pat's saying is our traffic jams are fucking way more aggravating because there's
Yes.
really no explanation.
Yep, that is
It's
100%.
just the driving behavior.
We don't have enough people for there to be a traffic jam.
Yeah.
There isn't too many humans. It's a 10-lane highway. Speed limit's 50, which makes no sense. It's the widest highway I've ever seen in my life. Speed limit's 50, and then all 5 lanes on both sides are just stopped because there's a bend in the road. And it's as soon as you're literally driving to get to the bend in the road, and you're like, I swear to fucking God, there better be a 15-car pileup. And then you just
I
get
say
to
that
the
every
other side, and there's nothing. It's just free. And I'm like, I fucking hate this.
Or I'm not on the highway much anymore, but when I was, I feel like there was a front end to a car once a week, just laying in the middle of the
There's
highway.
Parts
All of
scattered
cars just sitting there. Indiana does not clean up the highways.
No.
No, they don't.
Just leave that shit there for a while. So we're nice. We're like, somebody might want to come back for that.
It's good. Indiana's a good place, though. I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Last question. Diggs referenced Guts on the last episode. What is the Nickelodeon 90s Nickelodeon show that you would bring back?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That's a good one.
Oh,
That's a good one. Olmec was always a
the
dick.
purple barracudas.
Blue.
Blue barracudas.
Yep.
Purple parrots.
Green lizards? No.
Silver iguanas.
Alliteration.
Orange iguanas, silver monkeys.
The blue baboons.
Well, maybe
Silver
not. I thought they
monkeys,
were
yeah.
always. Yeah, you're right. I thought they were always the same.
No.
Letters.
Silver monkeys were not.
I love that.
Was it-
The way the guy spoke.
Yep.
Omek, yeah. I love that show.
The temple guards were real. Like, the kid was so much more athletic, but just because he got snatched from a temple guard, it was fucked up.
I'd probably say, I don't know if this was started in the 90s, but Rocket Power?
That's what I was
Rocket
going to
Power's
say.
awesome, yeah.
For sure.
Rocket Power is the best.
Yeah.
Especially because that was the street hockey era.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone gets their own Rocket Power character.
Who's
You
your
had
favorite character? Otto? Twister?
Twister.
Sam. I like the goalie.
Nah, dude, Squid was
I love the goalie. The first time he saved that puck, he was just hanging out. Puck comes by, bang, no way.
I'm not bringing back Nickelodeon. I'm going off the rails. I want American Gladiators to come back.
Ooh, the original.
Oh yeah, dude, it was fucking awesome.
I think
Great
they could
show.
revamp it into a really cool.
They
They
tried
tried.
a couple years ago.
They didn't.
Yeah,
do it right.
they did.
They got
horrible
the
job.
fucking ref from Dodgeball to be the ref in it. That was like
Pat,
their
that's what
big
you
get.
should do is redesign American Gladiators. That would be fucking.
That's dude.
Gladiators, ready?
It could be so
I
good
love
again.
that show.
The best
Love that
event
show.
was the one that had the garbage cans all around, and the guy literally
Turbo ball.
had a football, and they had
Yeah.
to dunk
Yep.
it in there, and just literally dudes were like getting CT every episode. Oh man, was it awesome?
Get slammed by some 300-pound.
Oh, it was awesome.
Those dudes who were fucking roided out, huge monsters who were like ex-NFL players.
Yeah.
And then these like average Joes.
How about the rings?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
really
good too.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Joust was a personal favorite of mine as well.
I liked when they were running up and the gladiators just had tennis guns and they were just gunning them
Oh,
down
yeah.
with tennis balls.
Oh,
100 miles an
yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Those are good times.
I loved American Gladiators. I think that's probably the right answer there.
Yeah, that's the show. that needs to come back.
220 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Say hello to Malibu. I love that.
Were
show.
you guys big slam ball people?
Oh,
I feel like that's one thing that should make a comeback. It was probably dangerous though if you think about it.
Yeah.
I think somebody
A
almost
lot of
died.
shattered ankles.
There was a weird part of my life. It was like Friday nights, and it was on. It used to be Spike, and it was roller derby. That shit
Yeah.
was wild,
I
man.
remember that.
Oh, yeah.
They would go off the top ropes, and literally, and then someone told me it was fake, and
What?
I was not happy. I was
Like
not
sports entertainment?
Yeah.
Roller derby is a good time. They had a team here. I don't know if they still have it or not. There's a women's roller derby team, and I went a couple times, and it was fun as fuck. I know it's choreographed or whatever, but they were fucking throwing each other around.
Oh yeah.
It was a good time.
Okay, that was the final question.
Good. All right. Well, let's close it out with some vitamin thoughts. Let's see what goes on in your guys' brain at night.
Oh, I thought this. All you ladies pop your pussy like this.
Oh, Zito, is this the intro?
Yeah, it's the new one. I'm working on it right now, so this is just
Still
like
no
tell.
lyrics. Still no lyrics.
So no words, huh? Just a beat.
it just ended.
Huh? All right.
Did you work on it? Though? You did.
No.
All right, Diggs.
That's good.
What's your vitamin thought?
My vitamin thought was what came first. I was just trying to figure this out the other day, and no way I could. I got Kleenex, toilet paper, paper towels.
Toilet paper for sure.
You think toilet paper came first?
They had to. They had to be like out of all those, you had to think. Wiping my ass is the most important. You know, toilet paper. I'm sick of these leaves. Let's create something. Toilet paper.
You think it was toilet paper?
I think it had to be.
I would agree. I would think, yeah, just because of the need
Because
would be
back
more
then,
paramount than
yeah.
just having like not a running.
Or do you
nose.
think it was regular paper, and it was crinkled up so much, and they were like, "Oh, this is soft," and then they decided to create a softer.
I could
thing.
see regular paper, yeah. Regular paper being first, and then they use that to go off to toilet paper.
I had
Much
my-
easier to be a hero way back in the day.
I had
by
my
the way.
mind in a real.
So many things needed improved.
Much easier to be a hero.
For sure.
We'll go toilet
All right.
paper.
Toilet paper.
Nico?
My thought was when the bartender asks you what you want to drink, you should already know what you want to drink.
Yes.
The options haven't changed in a long time. They're pretty standard, especially when you're in a crowded bar. You know, I could rattle off three right off the top of my head. That just go tos. That when you're in a bad spot, you don't know what you want. Just pick one of them.
Yeah.
What about
Good
these?
advice.
What about these craft brewery places? You don't know what beers.
Don't
good.
go to
Go
them.
there.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but sometimes you're held hostage.
No.
No, I make
You're
my
an
own
adult,
decisions.
Foxy, you're an adult.
Sometimes
I don't
even
like
if you're
the
invited to a
guessing
place, you
game
shouldn't
involved with one of those breweries because 9 times out of 10, I do not like what they brought.
No.
You know what I mean?
Fast food delivery lines too.
Yep,
You
same
know what
thing.
you're getting.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Let's go.
What are we waiting for?
McDonald's hasn't reinvented itself in a very long time.
That's one of the worst parts of Indiana, actually. Their fast food service is the slowest I've ever encountered.
And it's all the fast foods are here too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. For some reason, Indiana, they move slow.
Slow food.
Fast
Right,
food,
all right.
damn it.
Slow food.
Zito.
If you close your eyes and Andrew Luck and Tiger Woods is speaking, they sound like the same person. I noticed that the other day. It was the funniest thing.
I like that. That's true. Evan Foxy, vitamin thought.
When you have an office that has a basketball court, I think you just take advantage and get as many jumpers up as possible.
Listen, you're not going to the fucking league, all right? We got work to do.
But ball is life, Nick.
Charge it to the game, Nick.
Wait till recess.
Ty Schmidt.
I was just curious if Bill Cosby is going to be a hero when he gets to prison, or if he's going to be received like Jared from Subway.
Bad reception, I gotta guess.
He's so
He's
old.
blind. You'll have no clue. You'll have no clue. By the way, my bookie has a prop bet on whether or not he's going to die in jail or not.
I hammer that.
Yeah.
Proving once again that my bookie's the greatest gambling site on earth. They put that up as soon as he got sentenced.
I love it.
As soon as he got sentenced, they put it up. That place is wild.
He's definitely dying in there.
For sure.
I'm gonna get on that bet. All right, Boston Connor.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard laughed until he was like 18 years old. I think until he moved out of his house or wherever he was from, he didn't laugh once.
It's the weirdest laugh
Ever. Zito had the tweet comparison of Kawhi Leonard and Jonah Hill from War Dogs. Those two laughs, identical too.
Almost like he can't hear himself.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't know how to do it. Like he feels himself about to laugh, and then he just projects.
Sounds like Afro Man.
All right, Pat, what's your vitamin thought?
Think about naming my kid Doctor.
I like it.
Nice.
Dr. Atlas.
Dr. Atlas McAfee.
Dr. McAfee.
No middle
Atlas would be his middle name, though.
Okay.
Yeah, just so he's Dr. McAfee.
That's a great
Initial
fucking
spell,
move.
damn. Damn.
Damn. Because he's got my brain and Sam's brain. There ain't no fucking way that kid's going to be an actor. But I've always had dreams of having a doctor in the family. So I think Dr. McAfee.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
So good on so many levels.
I don't know if Sam's going to love it, but we'll see.
And it would fuck with people, too. They'd be like, what's your name? Dr.
Would you
McAfee.
spell it the same?
What's your full name?
Or would you adjust it?
It's DR.
Dot.
DOKTER.
DOCTRE.
Also, if it's Dr. Atlas, he could also be a DA. He could be a DA and a doctor.
Doc is a great nickname.
That's
as well.
a fucking beautiful
It is a great
move.
nickname.
I don't know how we spell it yet. We'll get there.
You'll figure it out.
He actually becomes a doctor. It's just Dr. McAfee.
Maybe spell it like DOKTOR.
Mr. and Mrs. Dr.
Little Italian.
McAfee. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's going to happen probably.
Good.
Yeah, Mom, I'm marrying a doctor.
All right, I hit the vitamin tar last night to come up with this one. A grapefruit is the opposite of a vagina
Oh, boy.
because a grapefruit only squirts you in the face when you eat it wrong.
That's hilarious.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We got to get out of here. We'll be back at you Friday. We're bringing back Friday Bangers. Let's close out with Brent Morin on, he'll tell you how bad he is at leaving.